Welcome to the Sykes & Company PA video blog.
Third-party reconciliation for pharmacies is one of the central, most important issues on a balance sheet for accrual basis financial statements for a pharmacy. We see so many pharmacies that don't pay any attention to this at all. They'll adjudicate a claim, walk away, and just assume whatever they get back is correct. There are numerous third-party systems that are out there that are good. We're going to just illustrate one today. It happens to be the FDS platform. You need to take a look at your systems of choice for probably the buying group or the wholesaler you have, but they essentially all work in similar fashion. Kathy, if you bring up what we refer to as a good looking third-party report.
It's all about developing a really good relationship with your analyst at whatever reconciliation service you're using. What we like to see is 95% of the funds that are owed to you in the 0 to 60 day columns. That way, you're working with your analyst. You're developing that relationship with that analyst at FDS or whatever platform you're using to help you reconcile those claims so that you have nothing due over 90 days. And the reason we like to see that is we like to see what you're actually going to collect versus recording a number that it's possible this information or these receivables you've already been paid for, they just didn't get reconciled out of your system. They should have been written off, they should have been adjusted, and you're recording income on your books that you'll probably never see. So it's really important to begin developing that relationship with your analyst, keeping these reports healthy. You as the owner of the business need to be working with the bookkeeper or whoever in the pharmacy that you've put in charge of this process. Number one, making sure they've had the training they need in whatever platform you're using. Number two, looking at this report on a periodic basis. I would suggest at least weekly when you get started with a service. That way you and your tech or your bookkeeper are developing good habits and making sure that these reports are as accurate as possible. Again, we don't want to book income on your tax return that you're not going to get. That means you're paying tax on money you'll never receive. We look at this one over here, and this one specifically had a problem. They weren't reconciling claims for this specific insurance provider. They had dropped those claims out of the system.
Using these numbers at month end for recording your receivable adjustments. You've got a lot of receivables in that over 60-day column that you've either already received or need to be adjusted off, and you're including those in your receivable adjustments. Your financial statements can be materially off. The way that you take a look at this, Kathy might just want to briefly show that spreadsheet that we tracked the 835s.
This is a listing off of one of the platforms. These are the actual deposits received. And basically what we've got here is the date paid by the insurance company, the date confirmed by the individual in the pharmacy, and then we have the date applied by your analyst at your reconciliation service. Now this becomes really important. We want to make sure that the date that it's paid to you, it's getting confirmed in a timely fashion. But we also need to make sure that your analyst at your third-party receivable service is applying that payment in a timely way. Because if it's not getting applied timely, you can have a situation like this one where the checks were paid timely, and you can see here this was paid on the 29th. It was verified on the 2nd, but for whatever reason, it didn't get verified out of the system for 6 whole days. This specific payment was related to a Caremark, and we found several instances of that within this file. We were having problems, couldn't quite get a handle on who was at fault here. Was it the bookkeeper in the store not doing their part timely, or was it the analyst at the reconciliation service level not posting those payments in the system timely? So this is one of the reports directly out of the system. We just added a column to do the math. How many days had passed between verifying the deposit and the deposit being applied in the system? And we found several instances where that was a problem for this client. And we contacted the third-party reconciliation service on behalf of the client, told them there was a problem, and it was addressed immediately with the analyst and that analyst supervisor. So if you're seeing this in your reconciliation program, number one, bring it to your analyst's attention. But if you don't feel like you're getting timely response, or if you see this occurring time and time again, don't be afraid to reach over that analyst's head and ask to speak directly to their supervisor, because this shouldn't be happening.
These are all tools we use to assist and help our pharmacies on an accrual basis, having accurate financial statements at month end. So if you'd like further information about this, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to talk specifically about your situation or review what you're currently doing now with your third-party reconciliation system. Don't hesitate to reach out and give us a call.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.